What's with all these red rupees, man? These rupees need to start putting on sunscreen. The sunburn is looking so bad. Ooh. Okay, now it's time for the real leap of faith. Need to find it real fast. I'm glad the camera peeks over the edge. Okay, yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna go for this jump and try to land in the secret compartment room. I don't think I want my bunny hood though. I think I just want to jump and hope I land in it. Oh my god, we did it. That was amazing. Just for a regular Joe Blow chest. And we've been getting lots of heart pieces though. But I guess realistically that's like all we can find. Okay, we want to come to this side of the pillar. Now, it is time to punch these pillar sections out and move on with our lives. We have pretty much cleaned out this temple. It's time for boss fight time. Which, I love the boss fight for this dungeon. Goht is an absolute unit. So badass. Like, this dungeon has one of my favorite boss fights out of every Zelda game. It's so much fun. Alright, Goron Link. Use those gigantic paws of yours. He's got so much impact per square inch. It's almost immeasurable. Most scientists do not have the type of machinery that is required to measure the impact of Goron Link punches. Not because they don't have the technology, but just because there is literally not a device that can measure so much force. Then we're just gonna punch through some snowballs with ease. Easy peasy. I'm glad we made good time through this dungeon though, because we're gonna need a little bit more time to get through Stone Tower Temple. Which I'm so happy we found the dungeon boss key for, because if I didn't find that, I would have been stressed the whole way through that temple. Alright. And this dungeon boss is gonna be so much easier since we have this unlimited magic. Here he is. He can't do anything to us right now. Look at this chump. What a dweeb. Who gets frozen in ice blocks? I would never get frozen. I've never once been frozen in an ice block before. Not in any of my Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizers. No Majora's Mask randomizers. No. I would never open up a treasure chest and get frozen by something inside. Only losers have to deal with those kinds of problems. And I'm not a loser. I'm not like here, this mechanical goat here. I just drank some Red Bull. So we're about to fight a sort of Red Bull. And this is why you come to my videos. Because my impeccable sense of humor. Whoa! Don't shock me. Alright, let's scrape the ankles. Scrape up the Achilles tendons. Oh, he's down. Right into his side, right in his neck. Let's cut him some gills open. Oh man, that's what dreams are made of. This is why we love Majora's Mask. Oh, come on. Give me my rainbow spikes. Rainbow spikes, go! Hey, stop kicking this rubble out of me. About to catch a case. I'm gonna send my lawyer towards you. And I don't think mechanical boats or mechanical bulls can afford very good lawyers. Oh, he's down, he's down. Here, let's take this off. If I use some Great Fairy Sword, oh, I could have done a lot of damage with my Great Fairy Sword. That really sucks. I have to catch back up to him. It'd be really hard to get your momentum back in some of these hilly sections of this map. I mean, typically you don't ever have to worry about running out of magic here in the first place, but just having a limited magic because of the Chateau Romani is great in this point. Alright, hit him right in the nuts. Let's castrate this motherfucker. Come here, static ass. Come give me some of that zappage. Ooh, ooh. No, stop making me lose my vibes. There we go. Let's catch up to him. This isn't that hard. He says. Okay. We're going down. Going down. Buddy! Okay, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Yeah. Okay, let's try to dodge the giant energy ball this time. No, come back, come back. You little mofo. Oh, he's down, he's down. Oh, no, I got hit. Wait, but right here. Come up and slice him. Slice him. Oh, come on, is he really still going? Damn, his ass is super staticky now. Okay, he's almost dead. He's dropping bombs. Goat poops. Actual bombs. I guess that's some explosive diarrhea. No, he got me midair and then he blew me up. He got the combo on me. Bro, what are you talking about? Okay, he's not even talking. Oh, he's aiming for me. Not today, sucker. Not today. Come on, just let me kill you. I have other things to do in this cycle. There we go. Sheesh. Okay, he's got mad. He's lost all bearings. His internal compass is terrible. He has no more AI. Does this guy have AI, or is he brought to life through magic? Or with singing the Oath to Order? That brings a lot more zest to this boss fight. Okay, so there we are. Piece of heart again. And a recovery heart. So I think completing this is going to indicate this counts as beating Iconic Canyon, right? We just made Iconic Canyon much happier. We have laid all the poor souls to rest. This is great. Can I do anything else in Iconic Canyon once I beat that dungeon? I don't think so. Okay, so let's teleport back up to the top of Stone Tower. And we're gonna go in the normal direction and try to complete that dungeon. Oh, look at this. This is the first time that we've actually shown the Song of Soaring screen in this whole Let's Play. Towards like the very end. That's humorous. I'm never randomizing Song of Soaring again after this playthrough. This was enough. This was plenty. Wait, what? Oh, it just automatically switches. That was jarring. Okay, but we gotta switch it back anyways. Let's get a little bit closer. Whee! Into the unknown. Okay, I think this is the button I want to press to get across most quickly. Yeah. This is the secret to get... Oh, wait, what? Link? Don't make me watch this cutscene 3 times? That's the worst thing about this, is if you just barely walk off the switch, you have to watch the cutscene again, which is just uncalled for. Come here, Ben. My creepy, creepy pasta. I love being brothers with the creepy pasta. Let me play it one more time. He disappears. Let me get a nice ride across. Okay, so I think the very first room is going to be that one maze room again. Let's see, is there anything else I can do in here to start off with? I need to make sure I'm playing through this dungeon as thoroughly as possible, because it's not going to be easy to cycle from it being right side up and upside down. If I want it to be upside down, I have to go all the way to Snowhead. So we have to make the most of our time. Okay, do I have to hit all these switches again? Ugh, of course I do. Unfortunately for you, jump cuts. Okay, we're looking good now. Oh, baby. Okay, so we have the map and compass for this dungeon, so that should make things a little bit easier. Although this still isn't going to be the easiest process in the whole world, I'll tell you that. I feel like I've already done a majority of the stuff I can do with the right side up version of Stone Tower, but I'm still starting with this just to be safe. I'm going to blow this up and jump down here. I think we got all the treasure chests down here using the light arrows, but just in case we didn't, it says there's one in the corner still. Is it in this corner? Does that require the temple to be upside down? Ugh, I can never tell with these types of situations. This is where I get stressed. Okay, climbing up here. It's not up here, is it? Now, where is this sucker? It's on the map. Yeah, we most likely got it from the temple. This was the room we found Song of Soaring, though. Pretty majestic. Now, as we're exploring through the sacrilegious temple known as Stone Tower, I think we should talk about last episode's comic question of the day, where I asked you guys what your favorite Bible stories were. from the Christian Bible, which I grew up as a Christian, and I learned a lot of really cool Bible stories growing up. And honestly, the Christian Bible has some really cool stories in it. Like, they get dark. There's some really deep meanings about life and just various other things within those books. So I thought it was a pretty fun comment question. I really enjoyed reading your guys' answers for it, that's for sure. So you guys went really in depth with your answers and just gave a lot of insight as to why some things were your favorite stories in the Bible. So that was pretty interesting. Sometimes I like these like more in-depth religious discussions. Anyways, the first answer we got was the story of, I think his name is Elisha, where he goes up against 450 prophets of the god Baal. And these prophets of Baal want to prove that their god is the real God. And Elisha, but he wants to prove that his God is the real God. And so the prophets of Baal end up spending just like hours upon hours trying to prove that their God is real by like making sacrifices and saying like chants and doing all these like crazy things, and nothing ever happens. And then Elisha calls upon God to help, and God like almost immediately answers Elisha's prayers pretty much and destroys the whole entire tabernacle and whole offering. Did I get the right one? I forget which one's the right one. I'm just gonna use light arrows. It's way easier than using the meteor shield in this room. But yeah, that's like really interesting to me, because I always wondered why in the Bible God used to do all these miracles and stuff to prove his existence to certain people, which would obviously make it way easier to believe in him. Whoa, we have all stray fairies for the Great Bay Temple. Great Bay Temple got second place. That is some exciting stuff. Now it all comes down between Snowhead and Stone Tower, which Snowhead's a few behind, but anything can happen, honestly. Third place is just as exciting. But yeah, as I was saying, I was wondering why like God did all these things back in the Bible to prove his existence and to show like his prophets that he was real and spoke to them. But then nowadays we never have like any true documentation of stuff like that happening. It just seems like very convenient that things would turn out that way. Unless like all the times God proved himself were before Jesus died on the cross, which I think is like kind of when God stopped interacting with humans, is like when they crucified his son. But at the same time, if God knew anything was gonna happen and knows like everything that's going to happen, why would he send his son in the first place if he knows that he's gonna die on the cross? Because it's free will if everything is predestined by God. And I'm getting into some really weird, just high thoughts right now. Anyways, next Bible story that's interesting is the parable of the prodigal son, where there were two sons that got an inheritance from their father. And I think they like got the inheritance like in a kind of unjust way, because they were just impatient and they just wanted the money. And one of the sons ended up leaving his father and went and just blew all the money, probably on like, you know, drugs, women, just the nice things of life, while the other brother stayed back and helped his father. And then whenever the first brother like came back to the father after spending all of his money and like losing everything, his father still treated him with as much like love and acceptance as the first son. And the son was like really confused, because he was like, your other son abandoned you. How come you're showing him just as much love as me when I've been here for you the whole time? And the father was saying, well, my love, he ended up like saying something along the lines of, we all have the same inherent value, and I'm gonna love everybody equally, like no matter what. And it was just like it's a parable showing that everybody has the same. Whoa, that can pick up a Goron. That's astounding. Yeah, the story pretty much tells us that we all have the same inherent value, and our actions don't change how much we're worth and how much love we deserve. So pretty much saying that we're all like redeemable pretty much and worthy of love and acceptance. Oh, I hate getting the Switch. This is like still something I struggle with to this very day. I still can't believe that they expected kids to do this. They want you to roll around as Goron Link without hitting a single one of these walls or pillars before that fire reappears, and it's asking for a lot. It's asking for a lot. Let's see if I can do it in 2 cycles. Okay, let's run around right here and then go again. Oh no. I might have done it right there. Oh, you can't bop against anything. Oh, I just realized. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, can I play the Elegy of Emptiness on this to hold it down? I don't. That's not how this switch works. Does it? Can you do that? I'm gonna try this real fast. If it turns out this whole entire time you can play this song to hold it down, that would be awesome. I'm almost like positive it doesn't work like that. And then I bonk like right away, of course. Nope, it still appears. Damn it. I thought I cheated the system. But no, it's not that easy. What are you good for? Is that fast enough? Ooh, yo boy, finally got it. Hey, and it's a golden chest, so we'll actually get something from going through all that. Thank God. Next cool story is the story of Samson, the man who killed thousands of soldiers with a mule jaw. He also tore a lion in half, and he made a whole entire city collapse with his strength. But then he ended up losing his strength because all of the strength that he possessed was in his hair, and he just wasn't able to tell the secret of where his strength came from. But then he ended up being seduced by some woman who ended up being an enemy that he didn't even know of. And in his sleep, she cut his hair and he lost all of his strength and was imprisoned. And I think the lesson there is like, don't put your guard down for your because of your lust for somebody. Like just because you lust after somebody doesn't mean that they have your best interest in mind. Like sometimes people will seduce you to try to get information out of you and then just like leave you high and dry. It's a pretty dark world we live in. Okay, we gotta make a tighter curve right there. There we go, that's how it's done. Whew. All right, make it worth my while. I'm about to empty out the ATM. Throw it, throw it, throw it. Heart container, baby. Look at that. The amount of hearts you have is kind of an indication of how far you are through the randomizer. And as you can tell, we are very, very close because we have 17 hearts. Ooh, one of the coolest boss fights. I love fighting the Garrow. This guy is so cool. Famous doors. Ooh, but we do not want to be Deku Link for this. That is not the right call. And we also would probably want a sword with some range on it. He has really good dodge. Ah, nice. How did he not see me? He knocked me down and I fell on the ground and he like lost sight of me. It's probably that mask he's wearing on his face. It like limits his peripheral vision. I'm getting hit a few too many times. Oh, that went fast. This ending is the most freaked up part. He literally goes out with a bang. Man, I don't know if that's honorable or not. Whoa, we landed on this one too. This is a mini boss magic. So many hearts. Then we're at 18 hearts now? Sheesh. It was good we like ended up finding that heart piece because we were getting low on magic, I guess. Okay, I think there's one chest in here. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. If you mess this up, it can be a time sink. Can I get the chest right now, or do I have to come when the temple's inverted? I don't remember. Let's pull ourselves out of here. Whee! This room is a weird just cluster of platforms, isn't it? Kind of hard to tell what's happening here. Mask off. Fuck it, mask off. Dawn of the final day. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. I think we have plenty of time to finish everything on our plates. Okay, I don't think I can get the treasure chest in this room right now. Pretty sure we have to come back. At least I hope so. Am I stuck down here? I got stuck again. That's wild. We have the story of Jonah, the man that was eaten by a whale. It's a pretty exciting one. He didn't get metabolized by the stomach acid inside the whale. So that's pretty miraculous. We have Abraham being told to sacrifice his son Isaac to prove his faith towards God. I'm not sure what that story was trying to teach us. If there was like some like deeper meaning. Like, I'm not sure if the lesson is like God would never make you anything that's actually like detrimental to your life. Like God would never ask you to do something like that bad or that dark, even if it might seem like always listen to him because he always has like a plan or something like that. I don't know. This is an Igor. You don't see these enemies very often in Zelda games, but this isn't the first time you see them. I'm pretty sure they were in Oracle of Seasons as well. I came across one during my Let's Play. Damn. So many heart pieces, man. It's crazy. Let's see. I think with that we are done with the... Ooh, get out of here. I think we're done with the normal orientation of Stone Tower. So let's go ahead and bust out of here. Oh no, it's gonna... Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, you winch. Oh, you let me get to the very last rung before you knock me off. He just straight up trolled me. What? He went through it. Okay, you're asking for it, bud. Get out of here. I feel like I should deposit my rupees into the bank because everyone gets so mad when I play the Song of Time with the full wallet. Which I don't blame you guys, but it's still kind of funny. Okay, actually, what we're gonna do is since we found all 15 stray fairies for the Great Bay, let's go ahead and get our prize for doing all that to finish off this episode. I think Zora Cape would be the fastest way. And somebody pointed out that every single time I was coming back to this Zora Cape where Lulu is, and Gerald, oh, the most precious turtle, I was always going through the Zora Hall to get back here. But realistically, you can just swim on the outside. You don't have to go through the Zora Hall. It's pretty hilarious. A couple more stories to talk about. So we have the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, which this comment talks about the VeggieTales episode related to them. Which, if you want to learn about Bible stories, honestly, the VeggieTales interpretations of all Bible stories is pretty good and entertaining. They're very kid-friendly and definitely paint these stories out to not be as gruesome as they really are. But they still do the stories justice. That was an interesting story because these three men were told by the ruler that they had to, like, they lived in this land where everybody had to serve and worship the same god, which was, I guess, a false god, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not believe in worshiping a false god, so they refused. And because they refused, the ruler of the worlds, which his name was Nebuchadnezzar, threw him into a furnace to burn them alive. But then an angel ended up saving their life and preventing them from burning inside the furnace. And then Nebuchadnezzar was like so amazed by the angel saving them that he ended up believing that their god was the true god and treated them much better from then on. Going back to what I said earlier, how come God doesn't perform these types of miracles where people standing up for their faith nowadays? Unless he does, but we just don't know about it. But I feel like if things like this were happening, we would definitely know about it. Or maybe we'd just get lost in the news cycle, who knows? But that reminds me of the story of Daniel in the lion's den, how Daniel also got saved from being eaten by lions. I thought that was pretty sick. Ooh, Rivali's theme? Number 27. I can't believe we found all of those stray fairies just to get a skulltula spirit. That is hilarious. Now, I'd have to say my favorite Bible story is probably David and Goliath. I like the story of somebody who's really small and timid and pretty much overlooked, ends up doing something super duper great and ends up seeing like endless amounts of fortune and fame for going against the wave and kind of cementing his own destiny, even when he is doubted by pretty much everybody around him, his family, his peers, and everything. I feel like those types of stories are pretty inspirational. But yeah, the Bible's pretty interesting. There's some dark stories. A lot of them have really good lessons that you can take on for your everyday life. Of course, Bible stories are a lot more gruesome than everyday life, but I think that's just to kind of make the stories more entertaining and to help get the points across that they're trying to tell. With that being said, I think we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, we are going to finish Stone Tower Temple and be pretty much at the end of the game. We're pretty much there, guys. It's awesome. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. You're awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.